Good morning, students. In yesterday's video, I told that the digestion starts right from the mouth. The food that is swallowed passes into the esophagus or the food pipe. Now, the food that we eat is pushed down by the walls of the esophagus. Okay, and it is pushed down till it reaches the stomach, and then the food reaches to the stomach. Now, before we come to the stomach, you all must have sometimes noticed that whenever you are eating in a hurry or talking or laughing, you may start coughing, or sometimes you may get hiccups. Do you know what is hiccups? Hiccups means hitchki. Now what happens is, why do you start coughing or why there is a choking sensation? Now you see, as you can see here in the figure, the food pipe and the windpipe, they both run adjacent to each other. Adjacent means next to each other. They both are next to each other. Now what happens is that even though they are next to each other, but inside the throat, the air and the food, here there is a common passage that is inside the throat. They both have got a common passage. Here you can see they both are different, food pipe and the windpipe, but inside the throat the passage is a common passage. So now what happens? There is, as you can see, there is a flap also here. So whenever you eat the food, as soon as the food particles reaches here, the flap, or you can say it is a lid-like structure, it automatically closes and the food will not go into the windpipe. Instead, it goes into the food pipe. But what happens sometimes when if you are eating and talking along with that, sometimes this flap may not close at the proper time, and it is that at that time that the food, instead of going into the food pipe, sometimes the food particles may go into the windpipe and you start coughing. Clear? Now we come to the next part, that is the stomach. Now stomach, as you can see in the figure here, it is the widest part of the alimentary canal and it is somewhat J-shaped. Okay. Now the stomach, there are three things which are present in the stomach. One is the mucus, then is the hydrochloric acid, and the third one is the digestive juices. The stomach secretes all these things. Now the mucus, it protects the inner lining of the stomach. Okay, the function of the mucus is to protect the inner lining of the stomach. The hydrochloric acid present in the stomach kills all the bacteria which comes in the food. And the third one is the digestive juices, which breaks down the protein into simple substances. So here you can see in the stomach, what is broken down? In the stomach, proteins are broken down, isn't it? Yesterday, if you remember, what did I tell you? In the mouth, what is broken down? In the buccal cavity, what is broken down? Carbohydrates or starch is broken down into sugar, that is in the buccal cavity. Now in the stomach, proteins are broken down into simple substances, and that simple substance is amino acid. Okay. Now before we move on to the next organ of the alimentary canal, you must have noticed when you draw the diagram of alimentary canal or the digestive system, there are two glands also present, liver and the pancreas. Liver and pancreas are called as the glands. Now what is a gland? A gland is an organ which produces and releases substances which perform a specific function. I'll explain you how. Let us move on to the first gland, that is the liver. Now liver is the largest gland in our body and it is somewhat reddish brown in color, as you can see in the figure. Okay. Now liver secretes bile juice. I told you what is the function of gland. Gland secretes substances and it performs a specific function. So what does the liver do? The liver secretes bile juice. Okay. And what is the function of bile juice? Bile juice breaks the fats into simple substances. Now, and this bile juice is stored in another small structure which you can see, it is just below the liver, which is called as the gallbladder. You can see in the figure, it is this small structure just found below the liver is the gallbladder. So this question usually comes in the exam, so please don't get confused. Okay, the bile juice is secreted by the liver, but it is stored in the gallbladder. Clear? And what is the function of bile juice? It breaks down the fats. So now this is the third thing. Okay, in buccal cavity, starch is converted into sugar. Then in the stomach, just now I told you, proteins are converted into amino acids. Now here in liver, it helps to break down the fats. Clear? Now we come to the second gland, that is the pancreas. Now pancreas is a cream colored gland located just below the stomach. You can see here under the stomach, you can see pancreas. Now this pancreas again secrete pancreatic juice. Now children, in this chapter you have to be very careful because there are many new terms and you will have to go through the chapter very clearly. Okay, the pancreas secrete the pancreatic juice. Now what is the function of pancreatic juice? Pancreatic juice breaks down carbohydrates, fats as well as proteins. Clear? I hope till here it's clear. Now we come to the next organ, that is the small intestine. Okay, the small intestine. Now small intestine, you all know that it is a highly coiled structure. And if you open this highly coiled structure, this is almost 7.5 meters long. Just imagine the length of the small intestine, isn't it? Now what happens is that now till here your food is partly digested. That means it is not yet fully digested. The food is partly digested. Now when it reaches the small intestine, this small intestine secretes intestinal juices. And this intestinal juices helps in the completion of the digestion. And here in the small intestine, the process of digestion is fully complete. Okay, now here the intestinal juices helps to break down the carbohydrates. That means whatever is left. Okay, till here the food was partly digested and in small intestine now it will be fully digested. That means the carbohydrates are broken down into simplest form, that is the glucose. Okay, and what is glucose? Glucose is the simplest sugar. Okay, it is the simplest sugar. Then the proteins are broken down into amino acids and fats are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol. So fatty acid and glycerol are the simple form of fats. I hope this is clear, children. And as I told you, there are many new terms in this chapter. So please go through the chapter properly. Thank you.